About 4 years ago, the green industry, mainly the Florida Nursery Growers and Landscapers Association, approached the legislature and said, you know, we really need more research-based homeowner information about Florida-friendly yards, and we need a communication vehicle to get that information out. So they actually lobbied to have a Center for Landscape Conservation and Ecology put at the University of Florida. It was successful. We employ, I think, 7 full-time faculty members now and 5 staff, I believe. And the faculty are meant to mainly be research and teachers, and then the communication staff was there to get the information out. And so my job is as a coordinator to, I have 4 people who work underneath me who are mainly writer editors. Our belief here is that content is the most important thing. If without content you don't have anything, and so we work really hard to make sure our content is written well and a level that it needs to be written in, is accurate, is research-based, and can be sourced. And so that's mainly what we do. But within that, we do a lot of mini projects and coordinate a lot of graphic design opportunities and so on. And all of that supports the Center for Landscape Conservation and Ecology and the faculty and to get what they do out to the public.
The Center for Landscape Conservation and Ecology is a virtual center on campus here at the University of Florida. It's composed of soil and water scientists, plant scientists, horticulturalists, landscapers, and myself, who's a social marketer, and I provide kind of the social aspect towards behavior change. Basically, our target audience is homeowners and homeowner associations and builders and developers in the state, and we're trying to promote better landscaping techniques, conservation of resources such as water, and get people to change their behavior to ultimately improve the environment of Florida. Some of the individual projects that I'm working with at the Center for Landscape Conservation and Ecology include a community-based social marketing campaign down in Lakewood Ranch in Manatee County. And we started that late last year with a community advisory board of residents who were looking to improve the quality of their lakes and their stormwater ponds. And through this project, we're beginning to look at ways to reduce nutrient runoff into these ponds and also convince homeowners to make plantings that would uptake nutrients in their backyards.
We're having an influx of people, about 1,000 new people a day moving into Florida. And so that all contributes to a lot more water usage. But there is nothing contributing to increased water into the state, such as rainfall or so on, because of drought usage or multi-year drought. So it's become a big issue, it's become a regulatory issue, it's become an education issue, and it's something that everyone needs to be aware of because pretty soon we're going to be out of water.
The main issues with homeowners and community-based social marketing in terms of what we're doing at the Center for Landscape Conservation and Ecology are really that people don't understand their lawns, they don't understand the yard that they have and the St. Augustine grass and its needs. They don't understand their irrigation systems and how to apply water to those yards. As a result, they're over-applying more water than they need, they're over-applying more fertilizer than they need. So that's basically the major issues, is having people understand their yards, having them understand the irrigation systems and how to best manage those. There's a lot of other issues that go along with this, including there's now government regulations on applying water and fertilizer, things like that. There's a lot of pressure from the neighbors and from the homeowner associations to limit what people can do. So there's a lot of issues that social marketing can attack regarding homeowner and landscaping behavior.
We use a philosophy called Florida-friendly landscaping principles, and it's 9 principles, and they are an education method, and it can be one-on-one, it can be a group method. It's through the extension service. The agents deliver it, and it provides all these very hands-on tactics that you can do in your yard to help you with conserving water, conserving energy, conserving labor, conserving money. For example, one of them is right plant, right place. Meaning that if you plant a wetland plant in a dry location, it's not going to grow. It's not going to work for you. It's going to require a lot more nutrients to maintain. It's going to require a lot more water. So just be aware of how your landscape is set up and plant a drought-tolerant plant in that dry spot and not a wetland plant.
I would have to say in terms of the green messaging, whether that's going to be effective or not, we're not quite sure about that. A lot of people have heightened awareness about the environment and about their role in the environment, and yet they don't really feel there's something that they can do. For example, we find in Manatee County that people that have the highest education and the highest income and the people that you would expect to have the highest concern about the environment are actually probably taking the measures that have the most negative impact on the environment. So what we're going to try to do is use their existing knowledge of the environment or their concerns and give them easy steps that they can take. So maybe the message is not just that the environment is important and that you need to protect it, but here's the steps that you can take. Well, we're conducting focus groups with some of these homeowners in Lakewood Ranch in Manatee County. And through that research, we hope to determine, first of all, how do people perceive lakefront properties? People that live on waterfronts have different perceptions and different ideas than other homeowners. They want to maintain a certain view, they want to maintain a certain property value, they have concerns about nuisance pests and animals and things like that. And through our research, we have to, first of all, reveal what it is, what concerns people have about making changes to their landscape, and then looking for ways that, what would be acceptable ways for them to make changes.